Yeah. 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 Welcome to Grace to Care. Take a breath, pull up a chair, little laugh, little truth to share with Grace to Care. Together.
I guess I should turn my mic on. Hello. Just out here talking. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Pause on the Porch. I'm not on the porch, I'm on the patio, but I'm in the great outdoors. I'm excited about that. How are you ladies today?
Fantastic. I love it outdoors. Is it warm out there? Is it nice? What kind of weather do you have?
It is warm, but it is not warm for a Georgia summer.
I hear you.
I will. Well, it was almost cool yesterday. It was breezy out here. I was like, "Oh, it's balmy." It's been
Wow.
nice.
Mhm.
I know
Yeah.
it's nice if you're sitting out there. So I was like, it has to be a nice,
Oh, that's true.
a
You
nice
know me.
just sitting
It
out there.
can't be hot, right, Fern?
It did not be out, or she would
You
not be out there.
you know me. You know me well. It's true. Well, we want to say welcome to all of you out there in our community. And we want to say, as you're coming in on the porch, we would love to hear from you. Let us know you're here. Where are you joining us from? Just give us a few words. How's your week going? Uh, you know, name, where you're from, how's your week. We want to hear. We want to know you're with us, pausing on the porch. So I know today we're talking about time. Honestly, uh, you the gift of an hour, you said, but the thing about caregiving is that we get so busy so fast, and it can feel like time just moves so quickly because you're doing so much. You're doing your normal stuff, you've got your extra tasks, you may have to be extra places, and so it just moves all day long. So I remember in my days, like, I'd get up and sometimes I'd blink and it'd be nighttime. 16 hours later, you know um and so yeah, caregiving can certainly feel like our time is going. And so one of the questions we wanted to talk about today and ask you guys is, if someone could give you one extra hour today, what would you do with it? What would you do with it if you could magically have an extra hour in your day, and you've already done all the tasks? We're going to put that caveat in there, that you've already done all the tasks. What would you do with that extra hour?
That's a good question.
It is a good question.
It is
When I
absolutely
first
a good
started
question.
thinking about the question, I started thinking about things I should do regardless. And I was like, okay, that can't be it. I need to just go get that done, right? But I've landed on taking a walk in downtown Mobile. Ray and I were talking about that earlier today, and I think that's what I would do. Is just go take a nice walk. An hour would allow me to cover the entire downtown area of Mobile,
Mhm.
and maybe hit a couple of shops, get maybe some ice cream on the walk or something like that. But yeah, that's what I would do. Maybe
Yeah.
sort
Love
of
that.
not really an ice cream person.
Love that.
That's good. I catch up with a friend. I go on a lunch date with a friend, just sitting out by the river, sitting at a restaurant, maybe Ray's on the river, or some restaurant that actually, allowed you to enjoy some of the outside and just sit down and just catch up with a friend. No
Mm.
phones, no buzzing, no anything, just spending an entire hour, just, hey, how are you doing? How's life been treating you? And just spend time with a friend.
I love that.
I love that too. The only problem with that, it would take me 5 hours to get there, and I only have 1 hour.
Oh, that's true. It's true.
I would love that.
Well, this is our imaginary. We gained an hour, Miriam.
Yeah,
So maybe you imaginary can just like teleport and be there.
there you go. Love that.
We'll- we are in imagination land today. So
Yeah.
love that. If you guys are joining us just now, we are pausing on the porch, and today we're talking about time, but we would love to hear from you. Share your name, share where you're joining us from. Let us know how your week's been, but we're really talking about what would we do if someone gifted us an extra hour in our day, and we've already accomplished all our tasks. That's our caveat. What would we do with that hour? And even if you see the replay of this, let us know. Drop a comment and talk to us. What would we do with an extra hour? And Miriam was just sharing with us she'd take a walk downtown, and Fern said she'd catch up with a friend. I love both of those ideas. I was thinking about it, and I think it kind of depends where I'm at any given point, how I'd answer that question. I think after the week I've had with this extra hour, I would probably just go into sometimes I need to power all the way down, and I could use an hour of all the way down, whether that's sitting outside with worship music or just sitting outside in the quiet, like just the sounds of outside. I need to not need to talk to anybody. I need to, it's just that hour of taking true reprieve. That would be my answer for this week.
Love it. Love it. Power downs are good.
They are
good. Sometimes we power up, but power downs are good.
Yeah. Yep. I was told one time by my counselor when I was in that season of caregiving, she said, your personality type powers all the way down to find rest. And I was like, it sure does. I'm a task girl and I'll go 100 miles an hour, but when it's time, I'm with you. The phone would be off. We're going offline, off hook.
I'm that person too, where I'm getting to where when we're together, I just want to be together. I have this one associate. I don't even say a friend, but associate. And every time we're together, like it's just the phone. And I was just like, hey, listen, let's schedule another time. Because in my mind, it's like, you got a whole lot to do. I mean, we all got a lot to do, but you got a whole lot to do. Let's let you go do that.
Right.
I'm just getting where I don't know what it is. I'm just in that season where it's like when we're here, let wherever you are, be there. Let's just be here.
Absolutely.
That's good.
I was talking to somebody the other day about how more and more people are kind of moving back to having a landline so they don't have to.
Really?
I've just been having conversations and people are like, yeah, wanted to get that so I didn't have to be on all the time. I want to say I read something the other day too that's just kind of been talking about almost the digital fatigue. Like people are kind of moving back to wanting to be in that present place. And so I know I've been feeling it.
Wow.
I agree with you, Fern. Like put that thing down and be present. You know me, I'm in that go touch grass. So be present is in that genre of
yes.
Be present.
Yes. We had one of the things that I asked Willie, it's amazing. You don't think about what care recipients need. And we were talking about Father's Day because, of course, he had a big shebang, for his 80th. And he said what he enjoyed most about Father's Day is that both of the children, they brought their presents. They brought their presents. And they weren't trying to go this and take them and drag them here. But they both came, and it was amazing is they came at separate times, but both of them one was here during the breakfast hour in time, and the other was here for dinner in time. And he said what he enjoyed most was their presence.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I love that for our community. And if you're just jumping on, let us know you're here, where you're joining us from. We've been talking about the gift of an extra hour. What would you do if someone gifted you that extra hour and all your tasks were complete? But we're kind of morphing into that conversation about presence right now. And I love that because that's so important in the caregiver and care recipient's life. Because it is so task focused, there's so much energy given to what is needed that sometimes we just forget to be present. I was even as I was preparing for our release next week, right? I was just thinking about the gift of presence because I was thinking about how we should sit down and touch base with each other. And hey ho, Pickens, we're so excited to have you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's a ways from us. So welcome. We're excited to have you. We're talking about the gift of an hour and what you would do with an extra hour, if someone could gift it to you, you've already done all your tasks for the day, what would you do with that hour? Let us know. But just that presence, being with somebody, because you can get so task focused, even if you're not caregiving, even if you're a family with young kids, which is a type of caregiving, honestly. So in its own right, parenting is that. But what does it look like when we stop and pause to be present?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
I do too. I do too. I love it. I love it. Relationship and time together it really is a gift.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have? I'm going off cuff here, but just for fun, I'm a question asker. But if you think about a time you were present, oh wait, I want to. Hope just shared with us. She said, "I would spend it with my husband. Right now, we are two ships in the night passing by." Yes, I can understand that. Present, just like we're talking about, presence is so important, especially in relationships. So that's where we get to value those people. Spend that time with those people we value. I mean,
I love that.
So talking about presence, is there a special moment where presence was just a gift? Like if you think about an experience you had where being present was such a gift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think about just a couple days ago, I just had a chance just to be present for another caregiver. Lately, it seems like lately, everyone that, and I don't know, it could be because maybe our age era right now, our parents and those around us are in that. So that could be what it is, because it's like everywhere you turn.
Are you saying we're the old people now?
Yeah, listen, I'm trying not to say it, but yeah, maybe we'll say it.
Maybe, just maybe.
Just maybe. But just being still and watch this in this time right here wasn't even talking about caregiving or what you're doing every day, but it was just being there just to sit down and listen and just talk about how have you been, what's going on, and not to even think about what's the next thing that we have to do or it was just a short time. It was only about 15-20 minutes, but it was a good time. It was and I got off, I was like, yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Father's Day as well, and we had an amazing time. Reason my battery is trying to go out on me. We had an amazing time, and the whole day, I don't remember picking up my phone or other than to post a greeting, first thing that morning. But it was just wonderful. And someone told me, a gentleman that lives in Atlanta, he told me, he says, "How do you know you've had fun and you've been present? It's when you don't have a lot of pictures to post on Facebook,
That's so
that
true.
you were present for the moment."
That
So
is
Sunday was that for us. We had a wonderful time and just really enjoyed everyone's presence and
yeah.
really honoring dads.
Yeah.
I love both of those because it's true. Um, I love when the Lord lets me almost have little adventures with him because it requires presence. Like,
Mm.
I remember one time it's one of my favorite memories of just being fully present in a moment. And I was at this restaurant and it was packed out. And I knew I walked in, it was almost like I knew that we were going to get seated at this table of 5. I could just tell. I knew it was going to happen. And sure enough, while we were waiting, this family walked in with a teenage girl, and I worked with teenagers in the hospital at the time. And so um, I knew we were going to get this table of 5. It was overrun. It was a huge wait, and it was just me and my roommate. And I just felt really led to of course we got that table. We got seated at that table, and I really felt the Lord say, "Invite that family to come eat with you." And I hem hauled around it. My roommate was like, "I don't know why you're wasting time. You know you're gonna do it, so just go do it." I was like, yeah. So I can ask the manager if it was okay. Like, do you mind if I do that? And so I walked up, and immediately it was interesting because immediately I invited them. I said, hey, we've got 3 seats in this extra table. And they both looked at their daughter. And I just, because of what I worked in mental health, I immediately knew she was on the spectrum because they both looked at her because they wanted to accept, but you could tell they were concerned. And we had the best time. They joined us because they were shocked. Their daughter looked at them and said, yeah, we should try new things. And you could tell they were totally shocked she responded that way. But they sat down with us, and they kept trying to put her in the middle of them, and she wanted to sit next to me. And I said, it's fine. I work with teenagers. I work with this. It's great. And we just had the best time. One of them, they were both from out of the country. And it was just one of those moments of being just fully present in a moment and really just getting the gift out of what it was to give, but also to receive in that moment. The manager ended up, like, he was so moved that we did that. He ended up comping our meal because we did that.
Wow.
But it wasn't even about that. It was like, we had the best time with this family. It was, it was so great. So yeah, the gift of presence just allows true connection. And that's so important, especially as caregivers, because we can be so busy, even with our personal relationships, it can feel like we miss connection. And I think for me, that's the gift of time, is the places of connection, whether it's with yourself, your faith, each other, even your care recipient.
Yes, all that matters.
How about you guys out there? Is there a moment of presence that was so special to you? We'd love to hear from you guys. Share that with us in the chat. Even if you're coming to us later, let us know. And any closing thoughts as we kind of wrap up our conversation today on time and presence?
I'm still thinking about how I can get to Atlanta and have dinner at Ray's on the River.
I'm gonna have to try this Ray's on the River.
We'll be waiting. We'll be waiting, just enjoying it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Hope says, as a grandmother, I make the kids put away the electronics so we can be present with each other. Love that.
Yes.
You know, and even though they say a little something, they end up having so much fun. They really do.
They really do. They really do. They really do.
That's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
They really do.
They can be. Phones and earbuds, such a distraction. They absolutely can be. Thank you, Hope, for chatting with us today and letting us know and be a part of your story today as we paused on the porch. So we just want to say thank you for joining us. If you're catching us later, still let us know you're here. We want to know. But we just hope this has been a moment to pause, to think about some things, share a couple things. So we will see you guys next week as we come back to the porch on Wednesday, same time, same place. But we want to wish you guys a wonderful rest of your week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Living, you're never meant to walk alone.